So, I'm sitting down on the toilet today, and I'm so, like, ADD that, like, I'm sitting there, and I always forget what I'm doing or whatnot. Like, I had to, get back outside. So, I'm sitting there, and I'm looking down at my hands, and, this is what I see, and that makes me realize that we live in this world, in this time, day and age, and country, that we have so many colors, and, like, so many different designs, and, like, ideas, and there's so many different minds and bodies, but yet we all, like, just wear and kind of think the same way to an extent. I know it goes along with the fashion, but, like, what I mean is when someone thinks something on their own, or, like, acts out, like, in, like, a group, like, when someone, I don't know, usually you always find it funny, so it's good, but then a lot of times people get criticized or looked down for it. I noticed I'm one of those people who go to a store, and I'll just have to touch everything. Like, I'll, like, look up and pick it up and look at it, and do I want that? What kind of flavors are in here? And I'll look at the, like, nutritional facts, and I'll just, like, look at how things feel, just like, ooh, something catches my eye, like, grab it. And I know that's not good either, and people really don't like that, looks, not touch. And, somebody I know was actually doing this, and I just took a look at us one day, because we were doing it, and we were, like, making our way over to checkout, and having a good time and everything. We were talking, and, laughing and showing each other shit, because, I mean, you gotta make good out of nothing special. Well, there was these people, and they were just, like, kind of looking at us, because he's off somewhere, like, looking at stuff, picking up, looking at things. They're going, oh, look, this is on sale, and then, there's just these people, like, looking at us, like, why do they have to be touching everything? What are they doing? And then, like, we just keep roaming from one thing to another. And I guess we look like crackheads or something, but, the thing is, people get, like, it's hard to just do what you want in society, like, because they're just watching you. They're always watching, and, like, if you make an opinion or a statement out of someone else, you always get criticized for it. And I just watched a movie last night where they said the exact thing. It's not just me making it up, it happens. But anyway, like, in this world where we have all the stuff, like, why do we all just think and do and act the same? We follow as sheep. And then I realized my YouTube channel was actually going to take a turn, maybe for the worse in some eyes. What I mean is, at first I was gonna start doing it as, like, a channel where I post some art, post some just, like, random stuff, or, like, maybe I'll see something in the news, but not really, like, my opinions, but sometimes our opinions, but, like, show some, like, cool things, make up some things when we're bored, have fun with my niece and stuff, like a little project. I think my ideas changed a bit with that. I'm going to try to keep some of that stuff in it, but I'm going to show, like, what it's like to be an American. I grew up in America. I'm, in my mid-20s. Like, I think that's old enough for me to have a say, just like all the other people who are 20-something. Suddenly, like, our opinions matter when they didn't when we were younger, even though we saw it the same way. And the thing is, what I mean about, like, how it's hard to act when, people are watching you and you get discriminized for it a lot. Regardless of what race I am, I'm a mutt. I'm a lot of races. Despite that, I'm not, like, exactly a minority. I'm still very strange to people, but, like, for me to, like, react in a situation is very hard sometimes because I know they're watching, and there's, like, a chance that people like myself. Yeah, they generally do. Like, but then there's just those few people that will just, like, really have, like, a negative reaction. So I get, like, very intimidated, and then even when people I like do have a negative reaction, it's just always going to be that chance. But like Madonna says, it's better to live a year as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. And I think a lot of Americans are sheep, and a lot of people in other countries in the world are sheep. But that's not a bad thing. You need those people. But what I'm saying is they don't question anything, they just take people's word as it is. I meant to make this much shorter. It was all good in my head earlier, and then I got nervous, so I decided to wait. But I have some opinions on, government, obviously. I'm just basically gonna state what I see, frankly, how it has been to grow up, and the views and things. I don't think anybody's ever really done this. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm just another one. So, what's wrong with another one? If you got one, two's better. Three's better. There's differences and differentiality, and it's always good to have multiple opinions. But, basically, I keep saying that, whatever. I grew up in America, and I know a lot of people. I've seen a lot of things. I've shielded my eyes to a number of things my whole life. This is just the way it is to grow up in America right now. Like, these things just are. And I'm just going to say them. It's not something I'm trying to hide. It's nothing I ever, thought about, making a riot out of. It's not, none of these are my intentions. It's documented, I guess, my opinion, like, what's going on and what I see, and then, like, yeah, that's to come. Let's see, because Obama and Romney and healthcare and on some levels I'm just a child. On some levels I have responsibilities, I have things to do, I have goals, I have a thirst for knowledge, I seek intelligence, I seek fun and laughter. There's another thing in America, like, I go and I want to, like, present myself as, like, being happy, like a happy person, like, I want to give, like, someone a smile to look at, like, I just want to be one of those friendly people I see, like, other people being, and sometimes I am, and sometimes, like, I want that, I want to be happy, but I go, well, maybe I'll just go and I'll pretend to be happy, and then I'll have a good time. But I don't want to pretend to be happy, I want to actually be happy. So I guess this is my journey where I start to try and do that. Well, I've been trying to do that, but whatever. I've gotten pretty far. I won't lie, but just another average person. I went through school and stuff, and now I'm here in the working life, and I have to work for myself. I have to keep myself stable, even with a full-time job. I can't pay an apartment by myself, and my car bills, and a cell phone bill. Never mind internet and cable, and never mind feeding myself, and never mind raising children, or never mind making anything. But this is at my level, like at our level. It frustrates me that there's just no way for us to make money. Like, you are forced to be nothing. Like, you can't just go out and do something and get money. And that's the case. And even when you do, you work your ass off. Like, you're slaving away. Like you heart at the end of the day. And you get used to it after a long time. But we're not really made to work like this. And it's just hopeless. We're all doing it. We all do this. But, like, no one acknowledges that, like, yeah, we don't get paid enough to survive. Like, you can't go out on a weekend. You can't, go to restaurants. I fucked up, man. You know how I fucked up? Oh, I fucked myself. Because I have no money now. And want to know why? Because I wanted a burger. So we went out, grabbed a burger. I had a drink. It was $50. And that was a lot. That really destroyed me. And I didn't have enough money anyway to pay all the stuff I need to do. So, like, I really shouldn't do it. And that's how these people get in debt. But, like, everybody's in debt. Like, that never surprises someone. Oh, you're in debt. Okay. Like, I just live in a normal country, normal life. I'm just having the same life everybody else is having, struggles growing up and trying to survive. But it's everybody's life, and that's not right. And our presidents, we have two to choose from, and we're both doomed. Like, we're not doomed. We're going to survive. We're going to get through it. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's always going to be alright. But either way, they're not. So Obama's forcing us to have health care when we can't even afford it. I neglected to have health care because I don't go to the doctors that much. I mean, I'd love to be able to go to the dentist, and I really want to, but I take care of my teeth, but even without the dentist, they've gotten, like, very yellow and everything. They've gotten a lot different than they used to be. They're not, as clean and shit, so. But I neglected to have medical because I don't go to the doctors. I don't get sick that often. It's unlikely I'll ever break a bone. I never did. Unless some freak accident, then fine, I'll pay it. But I'm not going to take that huge chunk out of my paycheck every week to give to nothing that I don't use. And it doesn't even cover everything. Even if I want to go to the doctors, I have to pay all these co-pays. If I need prescriptions. I had an asthma medication. They still want me to pay $70 on, but that's what we get, and I don't think it's right. And what can we do? Like, I'm sure people have all these ideas. I'm sure people have hobbies. I'm sure people could have something they can bring and offer to the world, but, like, what are we going to do? Like, at this age, we're going to work at Walmart, like the hundreds of other people. We're going to not be able to find a job because there's no jobs. We're going to, we're forced to all work at Walmart or Best Buy or any place unless you go and get a degree, but you have to know exactly what you want and to do for the rest of your life, because you're never going to get a second chance, because that money is so expensive to go to college. No matter how good your grades are, yeah, you can get a scholarship, but if you're just an average Joe, you're fucked. You have to be exceptional. And yes, I do want to excel. I love excelling, and I do want to get to my job. But I want to be more, and I want to be well-rounded. I want to know everything. it's not fair, you know, it's not that way, yeah, I know, but the thing is, we have two presidents. One wants to make us have health care, make us buy from these people, and the other guy doesn't want that, but he wants to take away all this stuff, like, and we're forced to choose one or the other. You're doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't, like, there's no good option. So I'm just gonna keep talking about things I hear on the radio up until the election, things I see on the TV, things I see in real life going on around me. I'm gonna tape other people and their opinions, just normal people I see. Hey, we all have them. This just is what it is. It's normal life. It's YouTube. You just take nothing and put it on nothing, but nobody might see it. If people do, fine. This is what it is. I don't know. And then I'm gonna show you some cool stuff because I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to make something worth living in this life because it disappoints me and the people do every day. It's sad, but I like to be happy and hope. Rhode Island's flag is hope, and I think we all need a lot of it. So, sayonara, aloha, have a good day.